5-seater, 7-seater. A frunk is a frunk. Come check this out. This is a new addition that we just got. We didn't put this in the video yet. They're both just amazingly sexy cars. What's up, YouTube? We got a good one today for you guys. The one thing that I see everybody talking about in the comments all the time is, do I want a 5-seater or do I want a 7-seater? 5-seater, 7-seater. Do you guys see where I'm going with this one? Because we've got two Model Ys here for you guys to show side by side the differences between the 5-seater and the 7-seater. So if you're one of those people that's in between, guess what? We got you covered in today's video. We've got Kevin here.
Hey guys.
That's right. Kevin's back in another video. So Kevin is here with his Model Y 7, or no, he's got the 5-seater. I've got the 7-seater. So they are both 2021s. We've already given you a full review of the Model Y, and if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure to check it. Here's a card for you right here. It's an awesome video. We give you a full walkthrough tutorial. Now that is on the Model Y 7-seater. Now we do have some differences between them, so you'll kind of get to see a lot of all the different options that you have. For example, we have the turbine wheels. Kevin has the Gemini wheels. We have the new center console. Kevin has the older one. Now that's not really an option to pick, but you'll get to see from both of them. And then all the storage differences in the back. So we're gonna point them all out to you guys. And yeah, let's get taking a look at the cars.
Yeah, so we received these cars about a month and a half apart from each other. Mine was February 1st, and you received yours on
April 23rd.
It'll be cool seeing the differences of the two and see what works for you and your family.
All right, cool. So let's get rolling right into it. Look, guys, a frunk is a frunk. Okay, they're very handy. They're nice. Don't get me wrong. There's the frunk of the 5-seater. It looks very similar to the frunk in the 7-seater because it's identical. There is no differences between the two. We have the black interior. So this is what a black interior looks like, guys. You've seen ours 100 times. Now normally this dash up here is that wood color, but we have that covered. But this is what the black interior looks like. We are still able to keep this in pretty good condition. Let's go check out the white version over here, and then we go over to the white. Now look, in my opinion, the white is just amazing. If I had to do this over again, I think I might have dared to try the white, even with all the kids. I really think I would have. I love this white dash. It is amazing. It looks so good. So let's see what it looks like back here with where your daughter sits. So Kevin has a 3-year-old. Super cute and adorable.
So you could see footprints of mud on the black
Yep.
from where she gets in.
Standard fare for children.
She's extremely independent.
Yep.
And to tell you the truth, the white seats hold up great with her, but if you point the camera at the back of the seat in front of her, that's where we have the issue.
Yeah. Hey, I got your problem covered though. Come check this out. This is a new addition that we just got. We didn't put this in the video yet, but I saw this and we picked it up because we were having the same problem, right? You got a toddler who sits on a booster seat or who sits on a car seat, but they put their little feet up and then it gets muddy prints all over the back of your seat. So what we did was we invested in this nice little seat back cover. It's black, so it covers it, it fully protects it. You can already see, I mean, there's already a few little foot marks on here from Mason already. And then it's got these little pouches up here that he can keep something little up there. I'm sure it'll end up being trash that we have to clean, and it's super easy to install. You just have to lift up the headrest a little bit, and it's got these clips that clip onto the posts up here. And then on the bottom, to stay tight, it has these elastic cords that go underneath, and it hooks onto the bottom of the seat to keep it tight up against it. It absolutely looks, it looks really awesome. I will go ahead and I will drop a link for this item from Amazon in the description below as well.
Yeah, I mean, the white hold, I mean, you saw it. The white holds up gorgeously, other than the back of those seats, which really isn't an issue on the white or the black interior. It's just...
Yeah, let's take a look at them again, because I'm really impressed with how those white seats are holding up. I mean, you don't see a spot at all. This is unbelievable. Like I said, guys, I love the way this white looks. It's just, I mean, the door accents, it just looks amazing.
And just to be clear, she does step on the white seats as well with the muddy shoes. It's just, it actually comes off of the white seats way easier than it comes off of the black plastic pieces that are around it.
Yeah, the white seats look awesome. Let's go check out some of the other differences here.
You just reach back and recline a little bit like that.
That's nice.
Move forward, and it sits there. So
sweet.
Little recline, just a little bit of extra comfort.
Then in the Model Y 7-seater, the second row will slide. It also does the recline. Interestingly enough, the recline button for yours I noticed was up here.
Yes.
So that's where our button is to pop it up. Our recline button is actually here. It's underneath the seat. There's like a little button down here that when you press it, I slide back. And the amount of recline that you get is the same in either model, but the big difference is that this second row in the 7 seat, it slides up. So it's on the slide track, you just grab it and boom. So the other difference between our two cars is the center console, which is crazy that you picked it up literally like a month and a half after me. Yeah. And the center consoles are different. Yeah, or before me, yeah. And the center consoles are different. So this is the original center console, which, I mean, that looks awesome, especially, I gotta tell you, I love it even more with the center console wraps that you can get on them, because this looks amazing. Like, this is not gonna show fingerprints. This is not gonna show scratches. This looks awesome, Kev. Then in the new center console, basically, instead of the flip up, this is now a little slide action here. And then they built the dual wireless phone chargers. They kind of built them in. There's no cover that flips down. It's just kind of that same material around. The material on the car chargers themselves is like, it's the same Alcantara that is on the side of the doors. So it's a really nice soft material for your phone. But that is kind of the new style. And then they went a little more heavy on the difference in color here on the stitching from the center console on the sides as well to keep that leather in. And obviously it's a completely different color. So
I do like that white stitching though.
Yeah, the white stitching I think really makes it pop.
I can't tell if it's like a white or a gray stitching, but silver maybe.
Obviously the biggest difference of all between the 5-seater and the 7-seater, at least as far as the interior goes, is that third row seat. So in ours, here it is, the infamous third row seat. At this moment, Brandon's actually kind of been going back and forth. He's been opting to keep the one seat down, and we keep the one seat up. I don't know, he goes back and forth with it. But this is the third row. I know a lot of people have made comments about, you know, is it safe back there? Things like that. Tesla designs a crumple zone in every single one of their cars. They have it both in the back and the front. And honestly, they made sure when they designed this third row that the crumple zone ends before you get to that third row. So for us, the only thing we're really giving up when we put these seats back, so essentially when we keep the third row down, we pretty much have the same amount of space almost as what Kevin has in his 5-seater. There is the 7 seat with the third row down. Let's go hop over here. And here is the 5-seater with, I mean, look, I'm not gonna doubt that you get that extra sub-trunk space back here. So this is normally where the seat would be in ours, and instead they just give you that extra space there as kind of an extra sub-trunk, right?
Yeah, and the 5-seater does come with this piece here, which you can lift up and sit down to make this whole thing flush with each other. But if you just want that little bit of extra room, you can lift both of these up actually. So there's little channels that they sit in, or you can obviously just remove them as well.
That's some nice space back there. And you still have the same cubby holes on the side, on both sides. There's absolutely no difference there. The sub-trunk is the same, right? I don't think there's any difference in the size of the sub-trunk. So there's that one. There's the sub-trunk in the 7-seater. They are the identical same size, so there is no difference there. In the 7-seater, you have the reversible shelf here for the sub trunk. This is option 1, where you have the little bump up here, but you get a little bit more height space between that and the roof. Or you flip it upside down, and all of a sudden now everything is flush back here if you needed to make it flush for something. So you have that reversible shelf. That's only an option that you'll see in the 7-seater. It's really the matter of, here you have a seat that you can fold up if you need it. There on the 5-seater, you have the option of additional under storage underneath this shelf there, should you need that.
And both cars do have the same switches to fold the seats down.
Yep. Yeah, so that just makes life super easy. And when you got that second row folded down, I mean, the amount of storage there is just insane. So really, outside of that third row, they're pretty much the same. There's really not much differences at all. So I went on record in our review video that we did on our 7-seater saying that the price difference between the 7 and the 5-seater is only $3,000. So if the budget, if that's not a budget constraint to you guys, personally, I believe the 7-seater offers a little bit more versatility because of the fact that the only thing you're giving up is that sub-trunk space. But you have the option of keeping that row down if you don't need it on the regular. But when, you know, if you have kids or if all of a sudden you're trying to transport a bunch of adults, you can fold it up if you needed to. And that's really the only compromise there, is really that sub-trunk space. So, and I wanted to ask you, how often, like, what do you keep in that secondary space there?
This storage spot under here is good for like your charger. It's really just less used stuff. If you know, I have a tow hitch on my vehicle, and you know, so obviously with the tow hitch comes the need for occasional ratchet straps. So like, it's a good place to put ratchet straps and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
But really, I don't use this space under there very often.
Okay. Yeah, so it's really just personal preference, and whichever one you guys are kind of feeling that you get more use out of. I mean, look, if you only have one kid, or I honestly don't think it's worth spending the $3,000 for the third row, because you're probably never going to use it, right? I mean, unless all of a sudden you're having like a girls' night or a guys' night and everybody's trying to cram in there, and we've already established it's not really made for adults in that back third row, especially bigger guys. It's just not going to happen. So, but if you've got multiple children, even a family of 4, I think you'll find use out of it, because eventually it's going to happen where your kids are going to want to bring other kids along for the ride and things like that, and that just kind of enables that feature. But again, it always comes down to a budget thing with Tesla, right?
Well, do you want the 7th row or the 7 seats, or do you want the $2,000 acceleration boost?
That's true. If you got a smaller family, I would put that money towards the acceleration boost, because that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And oh, hey, speaking of acceleration boost, if you haven't seen that video, that's up on the card here above Kevin. Oh, thank you. Right up there. I think it's up there. There'll be a card somewhere on the screen for that. So that's really it for the interior, between the differences between the two. So there's the white. You've seen the black. You have all the trunk space back here in the World, plus additional sub-trunk space in the 5-seater. Ours, instead of the sub-trunk space, you get an optional third row that you can go ahead and put up if you've got multiple kids. As far as the exterior goes, there's no differences between the 5-seater and the 7-seater on the exterior. Yeah, you're getting the same good-looking car. There's no differences back there. However, we do have differences between our two cars. Obviously, ours is blue, right? And Kevin is sporting the white. But the exterior difference we do have is in our wheels. So here are the 20-inch induction wheels that are made available. And then these are the 19-inch Gemini wheels with the caps on.
Yeah, just to be clear, there are caps on top of these wheels that you can take off, and there are kits online for the removal of them, and underneath is a gorgeous rim.
So have you thought about, are you going to take the caps off of yours, or what are you?
I don't know. I really like, so I believe the rims underneath are currently silver.
Okay.
Right? And I would want them black, so I would probably consider plastic dipping them.
But that sounds like a great video idea.
I'm in.
You know.
Let's do it.
Lock-It Tech will spring for the Plasti Dip.
All right.
It's on video. You guys are witness. Yeah, no, seriously. You know, and when you're ready, let me know. I'll pick up the Plasti Dip and we'll make it a video. Because I know there's a lot of people that have been asking about the Plasti Dip too, and whether or not it works and how easy it is to do. Because I agree, if you could save the $2,000 and get the black wheels, but with like $30 in Plasti Dip, that's awesome. Hey, if you guys like that idea, smash the like button on this video. Let us know that that's something you want to see. Drop it in the comments. Outside of that, man, I don't know of any other differences there are in the exterior.
No, I don't think there's much at all.
Yeah, they're both just amazingly sexy cars. And it doesn't even matter what color you get it in. They all look good. It comes standard tinted on the rear window as well as the 2 rear doors. They also come tinted standard, and the roof also comes standard tinted, all with UV protection as well from the factory. The only thing that's not tinted are the 2 front windows. Now on ours, this is a little bit of a spoiler alert because we haven't released this video yet, but we did get our front windows tinted. So here's the difference between the 2 front windows. So on ours, we got this window tinted at 15%. This is done with full ceramic tint, and then Kevin's is what comes stock from the factory. So you can see, you know, it's just personal preference. The video on the window tinting is coming though, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see that, if you're interested in any of those details. So I don't know, Kev, I think we covered it all. What do you think?
I think so too. Yeah,
so if you guys have any other questions about the differences between the 5-seater or the 7-seater Model Y, make sure to let us know in the comments below. Hit us up on the socials as well. It's at Lock-It Tech. If you're looking for us on Twitter, on Facebook, just look up Lock-It Tech. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have been giving the channel. Really appreciate it. Make sure to smash that like button if you found this video helpful for you. If you're new and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. And if you're in the market to look for a Tesla for yourself, make sure you get your free 1,000 supercharger miles. Make sure to hit up a friend, a family member, a neighbor, somebody that has a Tesla. Get their referral code. If you don't know anybody that has one, you're more than welcome to use ours. It's down in the description below. Just make sure, if you do, you shoot us a picture once you get your car so we can give you a big shout out in a future video and say thanks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Kev,
thanks guys, we appreciate it.
thank you, Kev, for coming on and letting us borrow your car yet again.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks as always, guys, and we will see you in another one.